Police put the lookout for hacking tool being used to steal cars. The police are being advised to be on the lookout for a portable hacking tool, one of which was confiscated recently in Jamaica during a brazen attempt to steal motor vehicles. The device, a Flipper Zero, is said to be able to read, copy, and emulate radio frequency identification and near-field communication tags, radio remote, and digital access keys. In a report published, Car Thieves Go High-Tech, the device was allegedly confiscated from two men as they attempted to steal two vehicles at the Constant Spring Tax Office in St. Andrew recently. The device was later confirmed to be a key reprogramming gadget that allows criminals to steal a car within seconds. The Counterterrorism and Organized Crime (CTOC) said that at the end of November, 1,400 cars were reported stolen island-wide. Since the device was confirmed, the JCF has been seeking to enlighten its officers corps about the gadget's features and capabilities. One of the electronic devices being used to aid a car stealing. Persons on patrol, if you happen to search or see anyone with this piece of note, please note it's a powerful tool used to pick up remote signals, etc. A message circulating in police group with a photograph of the device affixed. It reads, "The level of car theft in Jamaica, which shows rising figures annually, is driving up premium for motor vehicle insurance, according to the Insurance Association of Jamaica, IAJ." Peter Levy, Vice President of AIG and Managing Director of British Caribbean Insurance Company BCIC, in a recent interview, said motor vehicle theft has increased post-COVID-19. The number of thefts up in September 2024 is 957, and this is based on claims made. Last year, 2023, was 952. In 2022 was 862. 2021 was 686, Levy told reporters, adding that before COVID, it was between 630 and 760. Meanwhile, at the end of October, over $500,000 worth of motor vehicles have been reported stolen in St. Andrew North, raising serious concern in the area. The alarming trend not only enriches organized criminal network, but also burden investigators with increasing caseload, the police noted. The data was revealed on November 1. It was titled Grand Theft Auto. Since the start of the year, we have had 119 cases reported to us. For the entire year of 2022, it was 113, and we put some strategies in place, and it was reduced to 90 last year. Now, at the end of October, we have 119, Deputy Superintendent Delena Clark, who oversees operations in the division, told reporters. The police have been in dialogue with the AIG on the pressing issue of motor vehicle larceny. It's more than patching. As the government embarks on a comprehensive road rehabilitation for pothole-riddled thoroughfares across the island, Portfolio Minister Robert Morgan is insisting that it is more than just patching, but in some instances involves a complete overhaul of roads that may be at the end of their lifespan. He noted that with some roads, no matter how much they are patched, there is still nothing that can be done to rescue them. If I have a road that is at the end of life and a pothole emerges, let's say Grandspan Road, the section between Barbican Road and the Shortwood stoplight, it is at the end of life, meaning that the road needs to be entirely either milled or paved or just rippled up together, totally, he told reporters and editors at a weekly exchange meeting. So if I patch a section right here, the stoplight, and 1 foot away from the set is a crack, and the next rain falls, this crack is going to become a pothole. So, while I have patched that section of the road there before, the fact that the road has reached its end of life, meaning that patching is an extremely temporary measure to provide short-term relief, he explained. Morgan admitted, however, that there are times where contractors have not done what is required of them, which leads to further deterioration of the road. He noted, for example, that they are supposed to cut the potholes, square it, and specifically equipment not used with a pickaxe. They are supposed to remove compressed material, replace that compromised material, compress it, use the right amount of asphalt so that it almost level the previous road, and ensure that there are no other flaws close to patching. Sometimes that doesn't happen for whatever reason, he noted. He said that in seeking to improve the quality of road, in many cases, the sheets method is used to larger segments of roadways or repair, but fewer repairs are covered than patching. Patching is important, yes, but sometimes you have to do a sheeting. The issue is sheeting does not extend as far as patching, so you may expect us to patch for a shortwood stoplight at the way to Hope Road, but sheeting means I can only patch from shortwood stoplight to let's see Mega Mart, and that's where the cost comes in. The better you do the job, the higher the cost is going to be, he stated. Lamenting that the cost per kilometer to properly rehabilitate a road in Jamaica is 35 million to 40 million, Morgan said the government has been spending that amount to repair roads because we simply, based on the fiscal situation of the country, never had the fiscal space and the capital budget to spend 35 million to 40 million per kilometer to fix roads. Think about 35 million to 40 million gets you proper drainage, replacement of defective water mains, proper soil testing, and proper asphalt testing. You have a few asphalt lab in Montego Bay, and I think one is to be opened in Kingston. So proper material testing is done at the quarries, and telecommunications ducts are put in the road before the road is paved. There is proper engineering supervision, stated Morgan. This improved work, he said, is what is to be achieved under the government's 40 billion shared prosperity through accelerated improvement in our road network Spark program, where each of the four packages have had its own independent engineering entity whose job is to hold the contractor accountable for what they're doing. Those are the things that are required to build proper roads. We have never had a situation in Jamaica before where we had the opportunity to take properly, on the national level, build roads to international specification, except when we're doing, like the South Coast Highway Improve Projects, Highway 2000, North-South Highway, he stated. We have not been able to fund our road rehabilitation properly for many decades as the economy has turned and as the economy improves and as we maintain proper fiscal fundamentals and fiscal management and you see the debt to GDP goes down, there is more space within the budget. We are now at 78% on GDP. We used to be at 140 odd percent in 2012, which means that we now have more money to put in the capital budget, which is why we are able to do Sparky noted. Morgan argued that there is no issue with material quality because the standards in the contracts and the bill of quantities BQ are pretty much established. We don't have an issue with the type of aggregates that we're getting because the standards are in the BQ, the size aggregate you are getting, the type of material you're supposed to use, and how you're supposed to use it. Where the issue comes in is whether or not the resources is allocated for this particular work is sufficient to make the work stand up for a long period of time, and the other issue is whether or not the contractors who are on the road are following the BQ and are doing the work as they're supposed to do. So every patching, every road work at the NWA contracts has a bill of quantities where the NWA officer goes out, he looks at what is there, he does his measurement, and would write a BQ that is approved by head office, and then that is what we have to give to the contractor to do the work, he explained. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.